Building inclusive communities. Updates on supports for autistic and neurodivergent people. I am using identity first language throughout this leaflet. It was the preferred option for the majority of people I spoke to. Building inclusive communities. Fine Gael is committed to building inclusive communities in Ireland. Inclusive communities value everyone and celebrate diversity. We want to ensure that everyone, particularly autistic and neurodivergent people, can access the services they require to fully participate in their communities and society. Who am I? I'm Senator Micheál Carrigy, a Fine Gael politician working for you in Longford Westmeath. From March 2022 to June 2023, I chaired the Joint Oireachtas Committee on Autism. Have you heard about the Joint Committee on Autism? The committee was made up of TDs and senators from all parties. It was set up to consider matters related to the services and supports provided by the state for autistic people and to make recommendations for improvements. During our time, we met with many stakeholders, self-advocates, families, government representatives, parent support groups, advocacy groups, teachers' organisations, unions, and both voluntary and professional organisations. In June 2023, we published our final report with 109 recommendations. These included enacting legislation which requires the state to publish a national autism strategy every 3 years, establishing one-stop shops where families can access information and connect with relevant services, provide adequate financial supports for families for assessments and private services due to their unavailability in the public health system. Department of Further Higher Education to liaise with the Department of Health to increase the number of places in third level courses in all the therapies. Incentivise the participation of SNAs, teachers and therapists in the school-based summer programme. Ratify adoption protocol of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities without delay. Making changes. Autism Innovation Strategy. The strategy was launched by Taoiseach Simon Harris in August 2024. The strategy's vision is to provide the building blocks for a more autism inclusive society. The strategy identifies areas where the autistic people face challenges and outlines steps to address these barriers. Funding for one-stop shops. A pilot scheme to establish one-stop shops in Galway and Dublin with a view to a national expansion in the years ahead has been funded by the government. These locations will operate as hubs to enable families to access barrier-free advice and support in the community by the end of 2024. Assessment of Need Waiting List Initiative. The government has given 6.8 million to the HSE to complete 2,500 more assessment of needs in 2024. This is in addition to the 5 million already allocated to complete 1,800 assessments in 2024. Additional therapy places in further education. In June 2023, Taoiseach Simon Harris approved increase in third level courses to support disability services. 100 additional undergraduate places in the speech and language, occupational, physiotherapies and psychology. The introduction of 120 speech and language therapist assistant places in 5 education and training boards. My colleague Minister Patrick O'Donovan announced further therapy college places in September 2024. Summer programme. Budget 2025 included 65 million investment in the summer programme. The priority is to provide school-based supports for children and young people with complex special needs. Expansion of third level courses for students with intellectual disabilities. In July 2024, Taoiseach Simon Harris and Minister for Further and Higher Education Patrick O'Donovan announced additional investment on the rollout of free courses for students with intellectual disabilities under the Programme for Access to Higher Education, PAT4. Courses commenced in 8 third level institutions in September 2024, with courses commencing in a further 3 third level institutions from January 2025. Autism friendly buildings. In December 2023, Leinster House achieved the As I Am Autism Friendly accreditation for its public tour areas. This is subject to ongoing work on annual accreditation. Other government departments are also taking steps to make their environments autism friendly. Optional protocol. On the 8th of October 2024, government approved ratification of the optional protocol to the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Have you heard about additional special education places? Under Section 37A of the Education Act, the Minister has the power to direct schools to make additional special education provision available and ensure sufficient places are provided. Assistive Technology Grant. There is a scheme that provides grant aid for the purchase of specialist equipment for schools. Schools can apply for special equipment to the Special Needs Education Organiser with responsibility for your school. The SENA will apply to the Department of Education for the grant. As I Am information line 0818 234 234. This is operated by As I Am to provide information for autistic people. This is funded and supported by the Department of Children, Equality, Disability, Integration and Youth. Third level courses for students with intellectual disabilities, TUS Athlone. The courses in the Technological University of the Shannon Athlone campus will commence in January 2025. For information on how to apply, contact the college directly. The Work and Access Employment Programme. In August 2024, my colleague Heather Humphreys, Minister for Social Protection, announced this new programme which provides 7 key supports to remove the barriers that disabled people may face in the workplace. Information on how to apply for these grants is available on www.gov.ie/work-and-access. Let us continue to work together to build an inclusive future for all. If you'd like to receive any updates about supports and services for autistic and neurodivergent people, please scan the QR code on the back page.